Coming to you today from Portland, Oregon, on the banks of the beautiful Willamette River. Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. With Greg Anthony and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. And a moment now to check out who the Pelicans have coming up. On Wednesday, they'll be taking on Paul Millsap and the Denver Nuggets. And then on Saturday, they'll be taking on Victor Oladipo and the Indiana Pacers.
And looking at the schedule, it isn't ideal in terms of the upcoming games with the amount of quality teams they're going to be playing, but it's also a good chance for you to get some confidence and really see just how good you are.
And with pregame routines coming to an end, we're just about ready for our tip-off. First, though, let's get a report from the sideline and say hello to David Aldridge.
Blazers coach Terry Stotts had previous head coaching stints in Atlanta and Milwaukee, but it was as an assistant coach in Dallas, where he helped win the 2011 title, that he rejuvenated his career. Stotts wasn't sure he'd get another coaching opportunity, but after that, he said the stars aligned. Kevin, he's now in year 8 as head coach in Portland.
The players love him. Thank you, David. And in constructing lineups, Chris, there's often the dilemma of choosing rim protection versus floor spacing. To you, what matters most?
Well, to me, what matters most is floor spacing. It doesn't. A defense is not overrated. I'm not saying that, but it doesn't matter if you have defense and you can't score. Scoring is just as important, and you have to put pressure on that defense by scoring. And even if you have a shot blocker, what if I have guys that like shoot it outside and don't come to the paint?
Right.
Well, then I've already taken that shot blocker out of the game. So it's all about offense, having a balanced offense, and then guys willing to listen, pay attention to the details, and be engaged on the defensive end.
Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. And it's Hayes in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Whiteside is out there with Mirotic, and it's Hezonja in at the 3 spot. Clock is at 3. They get it again. Mirotic can't hit that one. Holiday, no one around him. His three-pointers off the mark. Last game in New Orleans, they picked up the win against the Warriors in San Francisco.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
In that kind of environment, every point matters. The bench was a huge reason why they won that one.
So the Portland Trail Blazers able to put the first points up on the board. Ball against Lillard. Hayes the pass to Holiday. To the paint. Stolen by McCollum. Inside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And it's been talked about for some time, but last summer, the Heat finally decided to pull the trigger on Hassan Whiteside. Traded to Portland for Leonard and Harkless. Whiteside and the Heat had soured on each other in the trade, a chance for both sides to have a fresh start.
And he's good on the second.
Well, he might not be blocking 4 shots a game anymore, but Hassan Whiteside's still a factor in the paint defensively.
Now, here's Ball. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Teardrop shot, and he lays it up and in.
Such a smooth operator out there. Ball's floater is money when he puts the right touch on it.
And with Whiteside, his size and length set him apart from others defensively. Greg, even at the center position.
You just can't ignore the reach and coverage that Whiteside has when he's in the paint. Even though the block numbers aren't what they once were, the amount of shots he changes is still very high.
Holiday gets the bucket.
What an excellent distributor Zoe is. I mean, he has a knack for getting it to his open teammates.
The Trailblazers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Ingram against McCollum. Shoots over Ingram. Lillard from outside. And it's Ingram with the rebound.
They're struggling here early. 1 for 5 now. The D has them bottled up so far.
Scooped up. Ball off target at the rim. Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Lasagna, the pass to Whiteside, over Hayes, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. The Trailblazers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And when you got a team percentage of about 81%, you're going to be one of the elites in this league.
Okafor is checked in for Hayes. Good on both.
And 6 straight playoff appearances for the Blazers under Terry Stotts. Last season making the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, GA, and he was rewarded with a multi-year contract extension. He's done a great job developing their young players while also having them compete at a high level.
First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in, and it's good for 2. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. McCollum outside. Dishes it to Whiteside. Lillard against Ball. There's the triple. And Damian Lillard, good for the 3. Lillard's got 5.
His three-point shooting is an important part of his game. Lillard has to hit that shot all night if he wants to keep the D honest.
Ball dishes to Holiday. Floats one up. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
The defense has done a good job of forcing him into tough shots this quarter.
Took him no time at all on that one.
You got to know McCollum is looking to fire off the pass. This is why you must play up on him.
With the teardrop, and it's Whiteside with the rebound.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And Holiday kicks the ball. And he lobs it up toward the rim. McCollum with the ball, now guarded by Ball. Nobody near Lillard. Off target from outside. And so Holiday will bring it up for New Orleans. They trail by 6. Ball finds Ingram. The jumper from the free throw line is good.
And for taller players, the mid-range shot will be there. Ingram well served to knock it down.
Lillard scanning the floor. Holiday against McCollum. That shot is off. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. Their last encounter was in New Orleans.
Yeah, it was a narrow win. But at that last meeting, I think foul trouble for the other side may have really just tipped the scale and allowed them to escape with the W.
Yeah, it did. I mean, they were smart about it, Mark. Once the foul started to add up on the other side, they really turned up the heat.
Now Holiday after the missed 3 from Damian Lillard. Ingram outside. Back to Holiday. Shoots over Lillard. And Drew Holiday, the bucket on the assist from Ingram. And that's now 6 points for Drew Holiday. Portland's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Hezonja kicks to Whiteside. Fires the 3. Drops in the tray. Hezonja's got his second basket of the night.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, Greg, it's a seesaw battle. Both teams are pretty evenly matched, and the score reflects that.
taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
No, but his teammates love that kind of energy, fellas. I mean, dunks like this demonstrate leadership.
And that one's good. Lillard's got 7.
Look, the jumper of Lillard, you better respect it because he gets it off so effortlessly.
Outside Holiday. Knocked away. Ball against Lillard. Now here's McCollum. He's guarded closely. Excellent D there from Okafor. Pelicans trail by 3. Ball feeling it out a bit. Pass to Okafor. Over McCollum. And it's Portland with the rebound.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Got that bucket in no time at all. Now it's a 5-point Portland lead.
Last season, Kevin, the Blazers making the conference finals for the first time in almost 2 decades. They didn't think they'd make it out the first round after the injury to their center, Yusuf Nurkic.
Now here's Ingram. Okafor, the pass to Ball. Clock at 4. From deep. The long distance 3 is buried. 7 points in the game. The Trailblazers have gone 7 of 15 from the field to this point. See Webb Nurkic with that nasty leg injury in late March. That's the second time in 3 seasons that he'd suffered an injury right before the playoffs.
Oh, Kevin, that injury was so gruesome, and it happened in the midst of his best season so far. I mean, he was becoming that third-star caliber player that they needed. And they're hoping this time they'll hit the playoffs at full strength.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Collins checked in for Whiteside. This year comes in for Mirotic. Anthony's checked in for Hezonja. And it's Kent Bazemore in for C.J. McCollum. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Bazemore dishes to Carmelo. Bazemore against Redick. And Bazemore kicks to Lillard. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up to 3-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
Now here's Anthony. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production.
You must push Collins further away. When you don't, this is exactly what's going to happen.
Here's Rubio. 4-point game. To the inside. Belly. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
And the basket by Rubio.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Lillard, the pass to Anthony. Over Hart. Offensive rebound. And Labissiere slams it home.
Well, that's some determination from Labissiere. He isn't going to be denied even when he's getting fouled.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And the free throw, no good. Some people have already predicted future MVPs. Is there a surprise name that you think could win that MVP award, Chris, down the road?
I think there are a few surprises. I mean, we can go young with young guys like a Trae Young or or Luka Doncic. We can go with guys that we expect to do it, like Anthony Davis, who just seems like he's just biting at the bit. There's a few young Celtics. There's a few young Lakers that in a few years you never know what they could do, especially the ones that are playing with great guys and watching their practice habits, game habits, stealing their recipes or stealing what they eat before the game and their health-wise. So many guys right now that are going to be in that second tier coming up. It's going to be fun to watch their growth.
It will. And here's Bazemore. After the three-pointer from Ricky Rubio, Labissiere controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Trailblazers lead by 1.
Oh, and just look at Labissiere, just staying after it and creating additional opportunities for his team.
And Redick kicks to Rubio. The pass to Hart from deep. And another 3 for New Orleans.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Bazemore passes to Lillard. Shoots over Rubio. Back to Bazemore. Shot clock at 6. Releases. This year kicks to Lillard. Fires the 3. Here's Collins. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. Collins has got it all tied up now for the Trailblazers. Outside, Redick. Back to Rubio. Passes it to Okafor. There's 53 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Collins against Redick. Here's Okafor, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Now, with all the intensity he plays with, boxing him out is a chore, a tough one.
Pelicans shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And taking a look at their free throw statistics on the season, right around 74%.
There's 42 seconds left in the first quarter. Lillard the pass to Collins. Now here's Bazemore. No points in the game yet for him. Kicks it out to Lillard. Again the miss by Lillard.
Knowing the kind of competitor he is, I know he's upset with his performance and with the score.
And the basket by Rubio. Rubio's got his third basket of the night right there.
And that's just taking advantage of some soft defense on that drive. Little resistance for him on the way to the basket.
Rubio against Lillard. Bazemore on the wing. Over Redick. Bazemore gets the bucket.
He creates so much offense. I mean, Lillard puts intense pressure on the defense to react.
And so, lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. Pelicans lead by 3. And we'll be back with you right after this. Great team play, so key to winning. Damian Lillard broke down the key.
Be a star in your role. You know, I think it's one thing to say, let's be consistent, let's play hard, let's do all of these things. And I think as competitors, as professional athletes, we're going to play hard. You're going to be competitive because we're competitors. We don't make it to this level for no reason. But I think at this level, you also have egos.
Knowing your role and playing it so well is so crucial.
Yeah, when everybody buys in and plays for one another, that's when teams play their best ball.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And taking a look at the Pelicans' performance here, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
Anthony is out there with Skal Labissiere. Then there's Kent Bazemore. Then it's Collins, and it's Lillard in at the point guard position. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with. Now here's Bazemore. Just 5 on the clock. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Melly with the rebound. Pelicans leading by 3. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. To the middle. Hayes down low. He's covered by Bazemore. The offensive rebound. Another shot. The shot's good from Hayes. Hayes has got the lead up to 5 now for New Orleans.
Straight up effort gets him those points. That's what it's all about on the offensive glass.
Lillard dishes to Anthony. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. He's off from 17 feet. Here's Rubio. And he's good on the 3 ball. And now it's an 8-point Pelican lead.
Oh, he just caught the defense napping. He shoots a very high percentage from 3-point range when there's no hand in his face.
Anthony kicks to Lillard. And it's blocked. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Here's Hart. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
He hit 1 3 in the first, but the well has been totally dry for him in the second.
3-pointer, Lillard. That shot off. And New Orleans will go the other way with it. After this one, they're off to Denver to take on the Nuggets. That's game 4 of 4 out on the road for them. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it. The league's long-distance bombers are setting their sights on the 3-point contest this season. Here are some of the early favorites to make up the field.
And I love the way the voting is shaping up, Kevin. We'll have an excellent contest if these are the shooters who are firing away on All-Star Weekend.
And you look at Lillard, the 3rd spot in the voting belongs to him. There are very few players with his ability from long range, and it looks like he'll be rewarded with a spot in the 3-point contest.
And I'm sure there'll be some changes in the rankings still to come, but you're right. I'd be surprised if there's anyone who wouldn't cast a vote his way.
And as the votes keep pouring in, we'll keep you updated on any changes to that list. It looks like we're going to have quite a group.
Man, you talk about the ultimate marksman's list here, Kevin. Maybe this will be the year somebody gets that perfect score.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Whiteside's checked in for Zach Collins. Mirotic comes in for Labissiere. Mario Hezonja's checked in for Carmelo Anthony. And McCollum subbed in for Lillard. Now here's Bazemore. Brandon Ingram missing his last shot. Bazemore misses. Pelicans leading by 6. Ingram passes to Hayes. New Orleans moving the ball around. Ingram outside. Here's Ball. From outside, off the mark. Portland's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second.
Well, last season, a tough one for Lonzo Ball. I mean, not only injuries, but the discovery that a trusted friend and manager of his shoe brand was stealing millions. That's a lot to deal with.
From outside the arc. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Whiteside's got 5 rebounds tonight. Kicks it out to McCollum. Back to Bazemore. Pass to McCollum. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot, but they get it back. Whiteside, and he drops it in from the low post. Whiteside's got 5 now.
Yeah, and the presence of Whiteside in the paint, really unreal. He is a dominant figure down low. Great work to grab that second chance opportunity.
Now here's Williamson. He's coming off a 10-point game against Golden State.
And there was a lot he gave him on that other end of the floor. Don't forget about that. His defense was a big factor. He ended up with 3 steals.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
McCollum against Ball. It's McCollum with the drive. And McCollum with the slam.
Now, you got to respect the intelligence of McCullough, a pro at utilizing the pick and roll. You can't let him get into a comfort zone.
Ball, the pass to Holiday. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. And that's now 8 points for Drew Holiday.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
The putback.
Well, that'll get you a pat on the back from your teammate McCollum. Unselfish and aware, picking out the perfect pass.
Holiday against Bazemore. Ingram outside. Rebound by the Trailblazers. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
Well, it helps when your opponent makes that many mistakes. I thought that was the story of the game.
And when they kept getting all those gifts, they took advantage. Turnovers don't mean anything unless you turn them into points.
Whiteside kicks to Mirotic. Just 4 to shoot. Here's McCollum. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
With the D playing soft off him, he might have been better off taking it to the hoop instead of settling for the jumper.
On the wing, Holiday. He's covered by Bazemore. Here's Williamson. And the shot is long.
That's a break for the D right there. I mean, he takes advantage of open looks inside more often than not.
Back to Bazemore. Got a piece of it. Holiday against Bazemore. Holiday the pass to Ball. Right wing. Williamson with it. Mirotic is there, and it's Williamson missing. And so Bazemore will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Trailing by 2. He nails it, and we're tied up.
Wow, he doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
Ball kicks to Ingram. Mirotic grabs the miss.
He usually takes advantage of D like that. Should have been a simple layup.
Shoots from the baseline. Second chance shot. Here's Whiteside. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Holiday against Bazemore. Ingram outside. Pass the ball. They could use a bucket. Hits the three-point bomb. Ball's got 10.
His energy level has never dropped in this game. I mean, he's working his tail off, and the D is struggling to keep up.
Bazemore passes to McCollum. Can't connect from short range.
I love to see the defense exhibit some passion in protecting the rim right there. Nice pass. I mean, putting in work on the interior. Gotta love it.
Trailblazers trail by 3. Here's Bazemore. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. Again, McCollum missing.
He's gone off the rails this quarter, and it's a bad time to do it. I mean, when they're needing to fight from behind.
Hazonia with the ball. He's coming off a 13-point game against Minnesota. Here's Ingram. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Bazemore, no good that time. And New Orleans will come the other way. Holiday left side. Now Hayes. He had 10 points in the win against Golden State. Out left to the wing. Kicks the ball. Shot clock at 5. The 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers. They'll be off next to Utah for a meeting with the Jazz. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. McCollum dishes to Bazemore. Portland moving the ball around. Here's Hazonia. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Now, look, even if he had other places to go with the ball, that's a good shot. You can't blame him for letting that one fly.
Off they go on a 3-on-1 break. He kicks it to Whiteside. And it's McCollum in the corner to stop the drought. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. There are a lot of people that say, Chris, the European players are more fundamentally sound overall. Are they right?
Well, I think when you look at a guy like Doncic or Dirk or Porzingis,
yes.
You're taking the best of the best and you're creating a whole field. So I can't say overall. I would say they've had some players that have come in and wowed us, and that's awesome. But also you have those guys going pro at the age of 13, 14, 15 years old, and so I think they may miss out on some of the other things that life has to offer, like a normal high school experience, those type of things. But I tell you what, it's a copycat league and it's a copycat game, and so once you see players that are 7 foot coming over, shooting, passing, dribbling, I think you can say guys like Kevin Durant and others, I think you can say they're pretty sound overall. So I don't buy into that theory, but I do think for a lot of Europeans, being a professional early helps you transition into the NBA a little bit better maybe than guys coming out of college off of 1 year.
I would agree. Here's Rubio following the basket by C.J. McCollum. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And 2 more three-point field goals for him here in the second quarter. Somebody had better get a hand up.
Down low, here's Labissiere, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 4 assists in the game. And here's Rubio. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. Redick surveying the D, and the pass to Okafor. Rubio against Lillard. And it's off the back rim, no good. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for the Portland Trail Blazers, and the basket by McCollum.
He doesn't play around. If the buck is there for him, he's going to get it.
Now here's Redick. Over Labissiere. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's the Trailblazers leading by just 2. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, guys. Here with head coach Terry Stotts. Coach, what has gone right for your team so far?
Well, we've got a lot of energy. Getting stops and getting runouts was the biggest difference.
And that gets your guards involved early in the offense. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back from the first half. Been a dandy so far. A dandy. You like that word, Kenny?
You know
it's
what?
a dandy.
My third grade teacher used to say it all the time.
That you're a dandy.
So this is a dandy of a class.
It is. And this is a dandy of a show. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet, Shaquille O'Neal.
So what's a dandelion?
Well, basically, that's what the class was.
A really cool lion.
Got it.
The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They never dug too deep a hole for themselves in the first period. The most they trailed by was 5. They took control of the game in the second quarter, coming back to take a 2-point lead into the locker room with them. What'd you think about Portland, Kenny?
Well, so far, they've taken care of their business here at home. It's something you might expect, but it's not a given. We'll see if they can keep that up in the second half.
And over to the big fella, your thoughts on the Pelicans?
Well, this is a close game. Every point matters. Right now, they're not getting to the line much. To win this kind of matchup, you got to be the aggressor. You got to be, you just got to be aggressive. Let's just see if they can ramp up their intensity, Ernie.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Ricky Rubio has been sensational.
What a welcome surprise that first half. Went above and beyond his usual scoring output.
Yeah, this was a huge bonus for this team. I mean, they weren't expecting it, but they will absolutely take it.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. The Pelicans trail. On the floor for Alvin Gentry as we get into the second half. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Hayes in at the 5, home in the paint.
And Ingram, he's still getting his weight up. Looking pretty strong that time.
And Chris, accustomed to playing with the ball in his hands, last season a bit of an adjustment for Brandon Ingram.
Well, remember, he spent time at point guard. Alongside LeBron, his role changed to more of a cutter and slasher. He has the skills to succeed, though, on or off the ball.
And that one falls for Ingram.
But last season, it just seemed as Brandon Ingram hit his stride just as the shoulder issue ended his season. When you look at his numbers down the stretch, he was finding his confidence.
Now here's Whiteside. Mirotic passes to McCollum. Here's Azania for 3. And it's Williamson with the rebound. And during last year's All-Star break, Ingram went home and hit the reset button.
Oh, yeah, put so much pressure on himself. He wanted to be an All-Star with the game in his home state of North Carolina. Those last 15 games, he scored 23 a game on outstanding percentages. That's the kind of play he expects.
Here's McCollum following the basket by Lonzo Ball. That's a 2 from Lillard, and the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Hayes has got 6 rebounds in the game. And Holiday kicks the ball. Pass to Williamson. Over Hazonia. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Trailblazers trail by 3. There's the dish to McCollum. Over Holiday. Open and close and nails it. And that's 12 points for C.J. McCollum.
And he can score in a number of ways. I mean, he can burn you. He's an offensive powerhouse. Inside, outside, off the screen, off the curl, the pop back, the layup, the dunk, the 3. You name it.
Now here's Hayes. Ingram passes to Williamson. Here's Holiday. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And Lillard kicks to McCollum. To the left wing. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
For Portland, they have made 3 of 5 free throw attempts. Free throw, good, Whiteside. Chris, middle of last season, plenty of drama around the AD trade request. Davis wanting to leave New Orleans. Some say all publicity is good publicity, but Commissioner Silver clearly does not agree.
I don't agree either, and I think if you go back, the Lakers would say that's a self-inflicted wound. Some things are best left in the locker room. Let me tell you this. Every team tried to trade for AD except the team that didn't have him last year and maybe the Golden State Warriors. So everyone was out there. It just wasn't the rumors. And so, no, you never really like those rumors. They affect young players. They affect the player that may be being traded for. They affect the home fan base. They affect everyone. So you want to try to keep all of that in-house. Some things are better left unsaid.
Now here's Ingram following the miss by C.J. McCollum. Here's Williamson, and it's Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Got that one up quick. Lillard's got 12 points in the game.
Well, Lillard plays with great pace. He's outstanding at knowing when to pull up off the dribble.
Outside Holiday. And it's Hassan Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. And the basket by Lillard. Lillard's got 5 points now this quarter.
Oh, you can't give any lane to the basket. Once Lillard sees it, he jumps all over you.
Ball kicks to Hayes. He dishes it to Ingram. And he uses the glass on the layup. Ingram's got his third basket of the night.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, then you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
Here's McCollum. And he drops in the layup off the glass. 14 points for him.
Love the sensational ball control from McCollum. He makes it look so easy.
Ball dishes to Holiday. Back to Ball. And Ball slams it in.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Yeah, Kevin, this is why they go to him. When the game is tight, he ups his intensity level.
Lillard. It's rebounded by Hayes.
He'll breathe a big sigh of relief if they hang on to win this game. He's not done much to contribute tonight.
Ball, no good. And so Lillard will bring it up for Portland. A 2-point game. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, last season the G League tested out an expansion of the clear path rule. Now that expansion is making its way to the NBA. It should discourage those intentional fouls that slow up teams on the fast break. Fans wanted it, and analysts clamored for it. That will allow the amazing athletes in this league more opportunities to show what they can do in the fast break.
You're right, David. A welcome change. Thank you. Here's what Portland's going with right now. Skal Labissière's checked in for Whiteside. And it's Kent Bazemore in for Hezonja. Pelicans trail by 7. Holiday, the pass to Ingram. To the middle. Here's Hayes, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Hayes has got his second bucket of the night. Lillard finds McCollum. Back to Lillard, shoots over Ball. Off the left rim and out. The Pelicans have gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. Softly drops in the floater. Ball's got 6 in the quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Labissière up top, covered by Hayes. Here's Bazemore. Back to Mirotic. Over Ingram. Mirotic's shot is off. Pelicans trail by 3. Here's Ball. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's fallen here since.
And the shot is good. And that's 18 points for Lillard.
The athleticism of Lillard helps him be effective inside. It makes it hard for the bigger, slower defenders to hold him in check.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Anthony's checked in for the Trailblazers. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Okafor is checked in for Hayes. Josh Hart comes in for Williamson. J.J. Redick's checked in for Drew Holiday. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Ball. Now, here's Rubio. He's got 13. Okafor kicks to Hart. New Orleans needs to get off a shot from 10 feet out, and it's Okafor missing. Trailblazers leading by 5. Out to the wing. Here's Lillard. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got 3 assists tonight.
He's putting the hammer down. Dominant quarter for him, trying to push out that lead.
Now, here's Rubio. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. Pass to Ingram. Puts up a 3. Offensive rebound. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to go on Scalabissiere. The Pelicans have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Collins is checked in. And he sinks the second. Trailblazers leading by 6. Lillard with it. Guarded now by Rubio. They get the rebound. Collins shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on J.J. Redick.
I mean, although he's young, Collins has already proven to be very polished. I mean, it'll be fascinating to watch this guy continue to develop.
And the 10th pick in 2017 out of Gonzaga, Zach Collins, figures to be an important piece moving forward.
No, just a huge demand for rim protectors who can also space the floor. With this 9'3" standing reach, are you kidding me? He's a presence inside.
That free throw missing.
And look, a tough rookie season for Zach Collins, but boy, he's bounced back much better in terms of shooting, showing why he was taken in the top 10 back in 2017.
And the second free throw, good. And you look at Collins, able to protect the rim and space the floor offensively.
And fits that modern template for an NBA center. Time will tell how good he can be, but he's already making an impact.
Here's Hart, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Back to Okafor, 5 on the clock, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. He's got free throw attempts number 4 and 5 here.
Shooting 2.
And he can't get the first one. Good on the second free throw. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. 6-point lead. 20 feet out. And Anthony gets it to go on the assist by Collins.
And the shooting form of Anthony, just perfect. He's dangerous with the catch and shoot and just terrific at scoring when in rhythm.
Rubio against Lillard. Rubio, the pass to Redick. Three-pointer. Hits it from three-point range. Redick's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Trailblazers leading by 5. McCollum deciding where to go with it. Lillard from outside. The shot off that time. And New Orleans will come the other way. Redick dishes to Rubio. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
McCollum outside. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on J.J. Redick.
McCullough is used to getting hit. Got to respect his ability to draw contact on the way up. Oh, man, a star at a mid-major. Shout out to all the mid-major colleges. Lehigh University, C.J. McCollum wasn't that blue-chip prospect, but he sure worked his way to the top.
Free throw good. McCollum. 4-year player at Lehigh, McCollum earned his degree in journalism.
Yeah, he had to beg his parents to switch from a business major, but now he's putting his degree to use. He already interviewed the commissioner, man. Keep playing. He's trying to come for my job, Kevin. When his playing days are done, though, I'm sure he'll be looking to try to take my job and yours and continue on that path.
And so McCollum nails both of them.
And they didn't shoot it very well from the line in the first half, but they've gotten much better since halftime, and it's helped them to secure the lead.
Now here's Okafor. He's got 5, and that one's good. Ingram.
He had to battle through some tough shooting problems in the first half. I mean, give him credit. It's been much easier for him in the second.
Pass to McCollum. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. 18 points for C.J. McCollum.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Now here's Rubio. 15 points in the game.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Anthony kicks to McCollum. Banked in off the glass. And now a 6-point Trailblazer lead.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Rubio finds Redick. Now here's Ingram. And slam dunk by Ingram.
Shades of KD and Dr. J. Ingram floating to the rim.
Portland's gone into the 3-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Basket counts. McCollum's got 12 points in just the second half.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
And that's why they're running plays for him. They're getting him the ball and letting him go to work.
Now here's Ingram. 12 points for him. Back to Okafor with the fadeaway. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Lillard's got his 4th rebound in this one. It's good. Lillard's got the lead up to 8 now for Portland.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Lillard against Rubio. The pass to Hart. Now Okafor. Left side Redick. 6 to shoot. Back to Okafor. Here's Hart. It's not going to go for him. Good work defensively by Anthony. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And the basket by McCollum. McCollum's got 24 points.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Well, they're playing well as a unit, taking shots they know they can make and building this lead.
Ingram with it. Very solid contribution from him as he averages over 20 points a game. Over to the left wing. Here's Rubio. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, it's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play right there.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony is out there with Labissiere, and it's Hezonja in at the 3. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. McCollum, it's deflected, and he's able to get it back. And Anthony with the basket on the assist by Lillard. Lillard's got his 8th assist in the game.
And a nice spark for their offense here in the second half. Now above 50% for the game.
Now here's Rubio. Ingram outside. And it's Portland with the rebound. Labissiere's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
McCollum against Rubio. Bucket is good. 26 points for C.J. McCollum.
And you gotta love McCollum's game. His floater is soft but dead.
Ingram outside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one's on Anthony.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Ingram.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Whiteside's checked in for Labissiere. Williamson is checked in for New Orleans. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
Yeah, and the second pick in the 2016 draft out of Duke, bro. Brandon Ingram possessing a rare combination of length and shooting ability.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Starting to take over here, building a big lead that could ultimately prove insurmountable.
Here's Ingram, following the basket by C.J. McCollum. Here's Redick, and he gets the bucket. A little over a minute and a half of the 4th quarter gone now. Lillard outside. And another 3 for Portland.
And they're gonna have to pay closer attention to him beyond the arc. I mean, he's got 2 threes in this half, a total of 3 overall.
Now here's Hayes. Passes it to Ingram. Just 5 to shoot from the stripe. Good as the jump shot falls. Ingram's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
How about this turnaround? He played a fringe role in the first half, and now he's the man for them.
Lillard from outside, and it's Williamson with the rebound. Williamson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Rubio the pass to Redick. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
An experienced player. Redick is used to getting hit when he's taking the stronger side.
Well, he came into the league out of Duke, already a great shooter and a great scorer. But J.J. Redick has made himself into a quality all-around player.
Yeah, he's never going to be an all-defensive selection. I mean, get that straight. But he does put in work, and he puts enough work in to hold his own at that end of the floor.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Mirotic is checked in. And that one misses.
Well, he was a star in college. Redick, he now has embraced his player status in the NBA as well. Aging like fine wine.
And now, here's Hazonia. Goes up again. That shot off the mark. Holiday with the defensive effort. Pelicans trail by 13. Inside. Trying to find ball. He gets it to him. Excellent D there from Mirotic. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. To the paint. Here's Whiteside. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. 14 points for Hassan Whiteside.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah. Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
Now here is Holiday. And the dunk by Williamson.
Oh, he's the perfect alley-oop partner. Zion showing the lift. How about his hands? And then we all know how it ends.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Pelicans trail by 13. To the inside. And the dunk by Williamson.
Oh, man, you better appreciate the unselfishness. When Redick sees an open teammate, as great of a shooter as he is, he's fast at getting him the ball.
Now, here's Lillard, and Lillard gets double-teamed. And Mirotic kicks to Hazonia. Dishes to Lillard. Shoots over ball. And the basket by Lillard. Lillard's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, Kevin, such a smart play. Lillard willing to take the jumper from the mid-range.
Now Holiday. A floater. From the baseline. And it's Williamson missing. Portland leading by 13. And here is Hazonia. Over Holiday. That one off the back iron and out. To the middle. Here's Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
Yeah, we talk about the big vertical with Williamson, but what about the hang time?
McCollum against Holiday. That's a 2 from Lillard. Pelicans with the rebound.
A little surprised he took the jump shot with nobody around him. He could have attacked the basket.
Holiday gets the bucket.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Portland's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Lillard with it, now guarded by Ball. Ball against Lillard. Outside for Mirotic. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Mirotic has got himself on the board with 3 there.
And this is what Mirotic does best. A knockdown 3-ball specialist. Doesn't hesitate in pulling the trigger.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
Well, you think about a franchise player, it's hard to find a better example than Damian Lillard. His play, his presence, Kevin. He's one of the most important players in Blazers franchise history.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Well, look, here's what Alvin Gentry told his team during the break. He was begging them to step it up. He said, we've got to make the move now, or we're going to be out of time and out of luck. Give it everything you've got out there. Kevin?
Chris, you were talking about the presence of Lillard. Very cool and always composed.
Oh, Kevin, I love Damian Lillard. I mean, he's from Oakland. He has that town toughness. He's got that dog in him. I mean, he speaks softly and carries a big stick.
Find the lanes. Find the lanes. One shot.
And the free throw, no good.
And you look at Lonzo Ball, certainly high expectations for this young man. One and done at UCLA. How about second overall pick? That's brought some undue pressure.
And that's the blueprint right there to getting back in the game. They've got to play racehorse basketball from here on out.
Now here's McCollum. Kicks to Lillard. And Lillard gets double teamed. Hezonja on the wing. But they recover it.
And the offensive rebounding, really the story here today. Even with the big lead, they're still showing more hustle on the boards.
Here's Holiday. Pass the ball. Williamson dishes to Holiday. Shoots from 12. Again, the Pelicans score. Ray, you talk about the hype for Lonzo Ball and the pressure. Do you think that creates an additional challenge for a young player?
Yeah, he's scuffled at times, but I think the future remains very bright for that young man.
And with the game he's having, there's no doubt he'll be the guy they lean on to protect the lead.
Redick passes the ball. He kicks to Holiday. Shot from free throw range. Drained for 2 points.
I mean, he's out there on an island all by himself. I mean, good job to stay cool and drain.
McCollum against Holiday. And it's McCollum off the drive. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And the foul called on the New Orleans Pelicans.
And you talk about shot makers. C.J. McCollum, one of the best in the game. From mid-range, you could argue he's the best, flat out.
That free throw, no good. And you look at the shot chart for McCollum. He's a threat, Greg, from everywhere.
Able to hit off the bounce, pulling up. At his height, he's got to be creative, making space for his shot.
Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. He hits the second from the line.
I like that he's playing with an edge here in the second half. I mean, he didn't get to the line once in the first half.
Now, here's Ball. Ingram left side. There's the three. Lillard with the rebound. Lillard's got 5 rebounds tonight.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Oh, Kevin, the coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy buckets like this, GA.
And that one's good, Williamson.
He's getting hotter the deeper we get into this game. I mean, he didn't give him much of anything in the first half.
Whiteside kicks to McCollum. Back to Whiteside. Pass to Hezonja. Clock at 6. Fires from deep. The Trailblazers rebound. Whiteside, no good.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points. Oh, he's been dominant this quarter. I mean, he's determined to prevent the lead from getting any bigger.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Good on the three-point shot. Lillard's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
And when he gets it going, this is what can happen. They need to think about the double team now.
Holiday with it. Now defended by McCollum. They get it back. They get a hand on it. Holiday with the defensive effort. Pelicans trail by 11. Lays it up off the glass.
Timeout.
Holiday's got 19 points.
Okay, listen, you got to body him up when he's in the paint. If you play off of him, then that's just 2 easy points.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under them.
Now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Damian Lillard.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
Holiday against McCollum. The pass to Whiteside. Here's Azania. A second chance effort with the clock winding down. Whiteside, no good. And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. And the dunk by Williamson.
He is a fantastic athlete for a power forward. Whatever he lacks in height, he makes up for it with hops.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You know, if you got game, you got game. And we're starting to see more players come from small schools and go on to become special talents like McCollum. You don't see it too often, but it's definitely starting to happen. It shows you what happens when you put in the work.
So the first one drops, and that stretches their lead to 8. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 9-point ball game here. New Orleans has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Holiday with it, now defended by McCollum. Double team on Holiday. Paul with a wide open look. That 3 off the mark. Portland leading by 9. Lillard outside. Whiteside finds Lillard. Back to Whiteside, and it's slammed in by Whiteside.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Trailblazers.
2 great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And in terms of the season record, this is going to be their 18th win overall.
And with this win now, we're all square, 1-1. 2 more games yet to come in what's proving to be a very competitive season series.
And we watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for Damian Lillard.
They needed someone to do the heavy lifting tonight, and he was their man, scoring every way he knows how.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put in the work.
And the basket by McCollum.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Oh, Greg, that's the dagger. You could tell they wanted that one. I know that seals the deal.
Ball no good. Lillard outside. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks a lot. Dame, you guys got off to a slow offensive start, but came back and got the win. What got going?
It wasn't the prettiest game. We didn't shoot the ball well, but we just had to find ourselves. I think we did a great job of sticking with it. Some shots started to fall, and we was able to pull away.
And that ball goes in the basket, everything changes, right? Thanks, Dame. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. See you later.